Ciao guys! Welcome to our next installment of
Devouring Dolce. So, for those of you guys who haven't seen our previous posts, we are here in Italy testing Italian candies and things similar to candies. We have had a cough drop in there somewhere. But we are going to be trying some more candy today. And per usual, we have our water bottles, which mine is different because I ran out of the gigantic water bottles and have not bought one. So I got this at a rest stop, and it's a Coca-Cola water bottle. So I'm going to be using that today instead. And paper towel. Because God only knows half of this candy has not pleased our American palates.
Well, it's just different from what we're used to. It happens.
So we have 4 more to try for you today. The first one that we are going to start with is the Conad, which is...
It's a grocery store.
The grocery store by us. It's kind of like a not a Meijer, but it's kind of like a Kroger or a Hiller's or something along those lines.
The grocery stores here are kind of ridiculously small.
Most of them are family owned and only carry certain things. So there's one that's close to us called Punto. Shout out to the people who make those amazing burgers. Oh my God. But most of them are very small, where they have a meat counter, sometimes some cheeses. Finding milk and eggs can be difficult here because people don't drink a lot of milk.
No, and I love milk so much. We have to buy several things of milk.
They're basically the size of this water bottle, which, I mean, you can tell it's not...
I could drink that in like a day.
So it's like 2 bowls of cereal and you're out of milk. And then they also don't really sell pre-sliced meat or pre-sliced cheese like we have in the U.S. So making a sandwich is somewhat difficult.
They do, but they're not the same types of cheese. They don't have like, you know, just regular
Swiss, or they have Gouda sometimes.
I love Gouda.
Gouda's good.
Gouda's good.
But it's a little weird here because they're like feta isn't pre-crumbled. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So these small Italian grocery stores only carry certain things. So you have to go to certain ones or certain markets.
If you're wanting something specific.
And none of them sell like fresh fish. You have to go to the fish market in town. You can buy fresh frozen, which is sometimes just as good.
And they don't refrigerate eggs, which I find very odd.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, like, I get it.
Italian thing.
Fresh eggs are fresh eggs, but, like, I just refrigerate eggs.
So, anyways, back to the candy. Conad sells a generic brand of everything, just like Kroger sells a generic brand of everything, or a Walmart sells the great value stuff. It's pretty much the same thing. So, we decided, last time we tried a name brand of a dark chocolate, and I decided to get the Conad version of milk chocolate. So let's break
the dark chocolate was fantastic.
Huge chunks.
Okay, I'm not going to eat this.
So, this is 1 chunk.
Definitely not going to happen. I want like...
And it has a cool little pattern here. Let's see if we can break it.
Oh, hey, that's all I want right there.
Little chunk on the side here. This is their milk chocolate. It smells like American milk chocolate. It doesn't taste like American milk chocolate. It's not bad. But I was expecting a much sweeter chocolate.
I think that's pretty sweet, actually. I don't know if it's just melted, kind of. But it's like softer.
I mean, it melted almost the second you touched it, so it's really sensitive.
I don't know. It wasn't great. It's not like our milk chocolate. I mean,
it's much creamier.
I'm highly Americanized. I realize this. But I enjoy many, many foods here in Italy. But their candies are somewhat odd to me. I just feel like they're not as good. Unless it's Nutella. I mean, like, anything with Nutella in it, I'm gonna, like, throw a fit of joy. But otherwise...
I mean, I like the chocolate. I think it's different. It's not the same as American chocolate. Kind of reminds me if you buy that really expensive Swiss chocolate that's, like, $30 a bar in the U.S. but here it's like $2.99.
We've noticed that a lot of things that are like really expensive in America are super cheap here.
Like gas, for example, in the U.S., at least in Michigan, it's around $4 a gallon, which is high for us. But here in Italy, it goes by liters. But when you actually work the price into gallons, it's just over $9 a gallon for gas.
It's crazy.
It's no wonder that everyone rides Vespas and bikes everywhere.
No.
I wouldn't pay $9 a gallon for gas in my car. I drive a Jeep. Do you have any idea how much gas it takes to fill a Jeep? It's like $70 in the U.S.
I just
Like
like
$200 here.
But like it's completely opposite of what you would think. Like literally, the things that are cheap in America are expensive here. Things
Well,
that
even
are
groceries
expensive
here
here are cheap there.
We had 2 other roommates at the start of the program that we're here with, which is Musica nella Marche. Shout out to Jeff, Linda, Heather, Ed, Dan, and Michael, our amazing professors and accompanists. But our other 2 roommates, just because it got a little crowded in the apartment, but we all went grocery shopping for the 4 of us and bought enough groceries for a good 2 weeks, pretty much. And it only cost 130 euros, I think.
Yeah.
Which
For
times
4
that
people.
1 times 1.36, and you get what it is in the U.S., probably around 150, 160. But, I mean, I live with just me and my 2 parents, and we spend that every 2-3 days when we're cooking for ourselves, getting fresh food. So, I mean, it's pretty interesting how the price differs here. And, I mean, clothes are a little more expensive here. It's not too bad, but it's just interesting to see the cultural differences.
You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Now that chocolate taste has settled from my mouth, we're going to go with the other chocolate that we have here. And another reason that I bought these, on the bottom, it says Perugina, and my last name is Perugi. So it kind of makes me happy that my last name is on the bottom of these candies. And on the top, it says bacio, which in Italian is a kiss. So I'm thinking this is their version of a Hershey's Kiss.
It smells like alcohol again.
Yeah, we've had a couple issues in our last few episodes. We bought tiny candies from Perugia, and they have had brandy and amaretto in them. This one, I don't see a warning that there's liquor.
I feel like they don't care here. We have noticed that, like, children will, like, oh, we got a picture. This guy.
Oh, yeah, we were at a bar in town. We call it Bruno's. He brought his, like, 3-4-year-old daughter into the bar with him, and then he just started chugging shots, and the girl's sitting there eating an ice cream.
I'm sitting
and
there.
Everyone thinks it's normal, and all of us Americans are just sitting here like, why would you bring a young child into a bar? And the guy's just looking at the girl like, hey.
I'm sitting there, like, drinking peach juice, and this guy with his 4-year-old daughter walks in. I feel awkward enough. Like, but it's just interesting.
Oh, there's another little inside wrapper thing in here.
I bet this is where it says there's alcohol.
Wait a
minute. It doesn't smell quite as alcoholic when you take it out of the package.
Oh! It has it translated into 5 languages. So in Italian, it's been an ongoing joke. We're here on an opera program, and to basically be a professional opera singer, you have to be able to speak 6 languages. So there's been a happy little song going around our apartment.
Maybe not 6, but several.
Several. So it says in here in Italian, la vita è il fiore per il quale l'amore è I mieli.
I'm going to read it in English.
Life is the flower for which love is the honey.
Mine says, when all the stars stop shining, my love for you will light up the world.
Oh, and it's written by Victor Hugo.
Mine is not by that person.
Patrizia.
Don't read that. Giannone?
Props to them. It reminds me of when you get a fortune in your fortune cookie.
I don't know if it, you know how the Dove chocolates do like little cute sayings inside? I feel like that's kind of what this is.
So, it smells like regular chocolate.
Yeah, it does now. Maybe it was like beside the other ones. Oh. There's an inside to this.
I'm fairly certain there's peanuts. I have a peanut allergy, so I spit it out. EpiPen's in the other room if something happens. But there was no warning label that said peanuts, and I'm fairly certain that's what that taste is. I'm not really sure.
I can't tell.
I haven't eaten peanuts for years.
I'll be honest with you, I think it's actually hazelnut.
I don't really know what peanut tastes like, but I'm trying to be on the safe side.
I mean, don't eat it.
No. I'm not going to eat this one, but it smells good.
I'm almost positive this is hazelnut. Does it say? It's actually amazing. Oh. It's kind of like Nutella. I say that about many of the things here. But it's true. Many of the things taste like Nutella. I'm almost certain that it's hazelnut.
They look like peanuts to me, so I'm not going to eat it. So unfortunately...
The thing on top is definitely a hazelnut. Nope.
I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't know what's in it. I don't want to risk dying on camera. So I'm going to trust Victoria's opinion that it's awesome. Because we pretty much agreed on everything chocolatey.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. I am almost completely positive that it's hazelnut.
I have the nut allergy, so I don't know what the difference is.
I don't want you to chance it.
No. And it doesn't say anywhere exactly what it is. We just assume it was chocolate because it was in a container with other chocolates.
Wasn't that called boccia?
Bacio.
Bacio. Mi spiace. L'italiano molto male.
So, the next thing we're going to try, we're going to take a break from chocolate. These are called Frutella.
It's like Nutella.
But fruit. No, it's not really.
Yeah.
Con succo di frutta, with real fruit juice. So there's a lemon or a lime. I can't really tell. It's kind of a combination of the color. A strawberry and an orange. Girl, this box lovely.
I know. It's because I'm eating all this candy and I'm so sweet. I'm devouring Dolce.
Okay, so these look like Starbursts.
They're wrapped like Starburst.
Oh, and it tells you what flavor it is.
Strawberry. That's strawberry.
Oh, okay.
These are just like Starburst, actually.
So we're gonna try one of each flavor.
I don't think I want one of each flavor.
So these are literally Starbursts.
I feel like I've been eating so much like candy
over the last few days.
So much. Got it.
So I'm gonna try an orange one first.
I'm gonna go strawberry. Smells like strawberry. Amazingly enough.
Doesn't have a smell.
This is just like a Starburst.
But the fruit tastes more real.
Yeah. Yeah. It does. It's more of a genuine fruit flavor.
I'm actually really okay with this.
They're quite good. I mean, Starbursts are not my favorite candy. But I enjoy the occasional Starburst.
I might take some to home to my mom.
Go for it.
She likes Starburst, but just be careful because she has popped out a filling before. She's got a stale Starburst. You gotta try the orange. You gotta do it.
Okay. Verdict? I feel like we've gotten progressively more boring in these videos.
I don't think so. I think we use more exciting candy at the beginning. Lemon doesn't really taste like anything.
This is orange. They're much softer than I feel like Starbursts are.
Yeah. They're easier to bite into.
I'm not a fan of the orange. But it's not bad.
The strawberry tastes just like a strawberry Starburst.
It really does. It's good.
Okay, so tonight we have one more candy for you. Well, it's not really a candy.
So excited!
So, I believe you've had these before. I have not.
Again, Ferrero. Ferrero makes these. Ferrero, props to you. Whoever you are. The company, I would happily do a commercial for you. Because I think everything you make is the best thing on the face of the planet.
So, she's been to Italy before. This is my first time, but these are called espresso to goes. Now, for those of you who don't know, coffee here in Italy is a lot different than coffee in the U.S. They give you your coffee in a shot glass, basically, because it's so strong that if you drank much more, you'd be bouncing off the walls. So they don't really do watered down coffee here. And if you want to order a coffee with a cream or milk, you have to order it with the latte, which is milk, and they kind of give you a weird look. Like, that's just not a normal thing here.
Most people just do it, and espresso.
So, this is what the box looks like again, the espresso to go. Oh, that's cool, actually. They are
little packages.
So they come 3 to a box.
Also, I will say, just from experience,
espresso and chocolate.
That's what I was going to say. From experience, these things are so good because Ferrero makes them. And Ferrero is a chocolate company. Like, so it's literally chocolate espresso. And I'm going to show you this because I think it's the cutest little packaging I've ever seen before in my life. Well done, again.
Oh, and it has a little thing in here. They give you a mini straw.
Little tiny baby straw. It's kind of like a Capri Sun type straw.
Oh!
But, okay. Like, a lot smaller. It just exploded on me. I'm going to shake this. Okay. And they have a little place for you. The really cute part is that the circle is like in the middle of the coffee cup on the picture. So like when you stick your straw in it, it's like you're sticking your straw in a little cup of coffee.
Ooh.
It's so rich.
It tastes like hot chocolate with a little bit of coffee in it.
Ferrero, once again, you have outdone yourselves. And I know that right now I am just a mere lowly 22-year-old opera singer. But one day, when I become famous, I will do commercials for you because your products are amazing.
So I think that we've decided that this thing is amazing. And that everyone should buy these wherever you can find them.
God is good.
God, it's 100% Arabic coffee from Brazil, Colombia, Costa Rica, and San Domenico.
That's good stuff. That is good.
And it says on here, you shake it, you can take it on the go with you, and there is a straw that, does that show the straw is bendable? Or does it show it popping in?
I think it's just going in.
Not any instructions, but
I don't know why we don't sell these in America, because I feel like people would buy these. People would buy those. Buy the bucket loads. Because not only is it espresso, it's also like chocolatey espresso. Like, if you're headed out the door in the mornings, you pick up one of these, stick it in your backpack, and you're good to go. Like, I don't know why America doesn't have these.
And it's cheaper than Starbucks.
These, I mean, they're, how much were these?
They're
like less than $1 a package.
Euro.
Less than €1 a package.
And there's 3 of them.
And there's 3 of them in a package.
And it's the equivalent to a coffee you get in a cafe.
So these are less than 50 cents a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great.
They do have 50 calories in each, or 48 calories.
That's not great for how small this is, but
a gram of protein, 9 grams of sugar, not even a gram of fat,
but you know,
half a gram of fiber, and no sodium.
How much of, I mean, you couldn't really drink more than one of these.
If I drank more than one of these, I'd be on the floor twitching.
So I feel like, all things considered,
and that's still less than if you were going to go, at least in the U.S., to a Starbucks or a Big B or a Dunkin' Donuts and get a large coffee, and it's got just as much energy in it.
It does. The espresso in here is, like, very strong. It's very strong.
Probably shouldn't be drinking these before bed.
It's very good. Well done, Ferrero.
Well, that's the end of today's broadcast of Devouring Dolce. So until next time, ciao!
Ciao ragazzi! Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. Where is it? It's asleep.